guys, welcome back. I just quickly cut the video just to see if it was working. Unfortunately, I dubbed all this commentary again in because it didn't work the second time, and this is actually my second, well, I guess technically my second time watching this part of the video or doing commentary for this part of the video, but my third time altogether. So, I was just trying to slowly kill some of these mobs here, or I should say bandits, through a fire burst at the one guy. Of course, I love the fire burst. I think if I recall, I was trying to hit that canister to get the guy to pop up, and it kind of worked out for me. And I kind of lucked out there. The dot actually killed him. I knew it was going to, but at least until Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, dots aren't actually that bad. Like the damage over time from like fire or corrosive or shock weapons. They can actually do some decent damage, but in UVHM, unfortunately, especially at the higher levels, dots become pretty useless. So that's not a strategy I can use in the next playthrough, but at least I can use it here. But one thing that dots are good for, though, is if you have like a weapon like the Ruby or the Grog Nozzle or basically any Moxie weapon, dots can actually heal you as they do damage, which can be really, really helpful sometimes. But that's about it in UVHM, though, unfortunately. So I kind of went down here, if I remember right. And unfortunately, yeah, stupid suicide guy. And fortunately, I kind of lucked out because there was a nomad that just showed up on the right there, a nomad raider. It worked out really well for me because I thought, how am I going to hit those guys with the rocket launcher? You can see what I mean about the fire burst being really powerful in this playthrough. I mean, next playthrough, they're still pretty powerful, but as you get into the OP levels, they're not as strong as some grenades, but they're still serviceable for most of the game. I mean, I love them. So I did not expect Mad Mike to come out this quickly. I forgot exactly how many guys you need to kill to get him to spawn, so I kind of messed up here, and unfortunately I got killed. So I had to... I guess I'm kind of spoiling it a little bit for you guys, but unfortunately I don't make it here. I get pretty damn close, though, especially with those money shots going off, but... oh well. Anyway, if you guys don't know about money shots, there's the skill the Gunzerker has that the last shot that you do, your last shot in your magazine, does, like, I think it's up to 400% extra damage with 5 out of 5 in it. But if you have a class mod, you can bring that up to 800% extra damage. And the really sweet thing is, there's another skill called Inconceivable, which, depending on your level of shields and your health, like the lower your shields and health, the more likely this is to happen. But anyway, what it does is, the lower your shields and health, the more likely your next shots are to not consume ammo. So the really sweet thing is, I don't know if they actually meant to do this or not, but you can actually have it where money shot procs multiple times, and you can kill things really quickly. Which is why I love the Gunzerker as my raiding character. He's by far the most powerful for destroying raid bosses, especially solo, at least in my opinion. I mean, Zero's pretty damn good too. Don't get me wrong with Boar, but the Gunzerker is just the one that, if you just want to kill raid bosses and you don't want to think about it, it's definitely the best class, in my opinion. But it's definitely not the best class for, I guess you could say a challenge, really, though. But if you just want to kill things mindlessly, it's a really strong class, and I really do love it. It's definitely one of my favorite classes in the game. So, lots of maniacs here coming towards me, as well as a couple more nomads. I was kind of happy that guy stuck around for me to get a second wind. So that kind of worked out. I moved the mouse just to see if this thing is recording, because I was kind of worried that I'd have to do this again. So I'm trying to hit that fuse box in order to disable the electric fence. But unfortunately, I couldn't seem to hit it. And it took me many, many shots. And I even tried using the assault rifle after Gunzerker wore off, but unfortunately that didn't work either. Eventually, I did get it though. As you guys can see, I'm trying to hit it with the assault rifle, but it's not working. So I go back to the rocket launcher, aim a shot, first try, opens up. It's like, yeah, that was pretty bad, but oh well. Again, I was mostly looking for grenades here, if I remember right. So I was trying to make this as short of a video as I could, but of course the great plans of mice and men often go the waste, so I don't know if I quoted that quote right, but pretty darn close anyway. So slowly, well, I guess not slowly, but start to wipe out all these marauders. And then I thought to myself, I should go back for that other chest that I just skipped. Usually there's nothing good in it, and unfortunately there was nothing too special in it this time, but well, I'll also check it anyway, see if there's anything decent. Because you never know. You could always have something good in the chest. And I'm checking for ammo here that I need, and I guess I was full up. Which is another thing that's kind of nice about the Gunzerker is quite often, because of his ammo regeneration when he's in Gunzerk, you rarely need to buy ammo or pick it up, really. I mean, yes, if you go full on crazy with your shooting, you will run out of ammo, but it is kind of nice to be able to just hold down the triggers and just destroy everything and not have to worry about ammo too much. And that sound right there was my Gunzerk coming back, and I have this one skill that allows me to use Gunzerk while I'm in Fight for My Life, which is a really good skill. It's definitely one of the best in the game for the Gunzerkers, so highly recommended. And here I was just trying to hurry up a little bit. I'm trying to just tear everything apart. So I was trying to get away from that grenade. And I almost went down there, but as you guys can see, it was pretty close. We almost make it to Roland here. And of course I stopped to throw a fire burst to take out a couple of those psychos coming towards me. And one of them just happened to be a suicide psycho, so I had to kill him as fast as I could. I'm not a big fan of those guys. They can kill you pretty quickly if you're not careful. And here during the cinematic, I was a little bit worried because I saw some red in the bottom corner there. And I thought, oh no, is something wrong with my game? But it seemed to clear up after a while, so I don't know if it was some kind of graphical glitch or what was going on, but oh well, it worked out. But I was a little worried. I thought, oh no, there's red on the bottom of the screen there. Hopefully this, hopefully it clears up. I was a little bit worried, but it worked out. I know I'm kind of telling you guys some of this stuff beforehand, but I'll try not to. And you can probably guess what I'm trying to do here. I'm just going to go check the chests to see if there's anything good in them. And it looks like there's nothing good in them, unfortunately. So I'm going to go open up the other chest. If you guys don't know, like, I mean, chances are Most people do. But the switch number 4 over here always opens up the red chest. The other switches open up the other rooms, but there's really nothing of value in them. Like, I don't think there really is at all, so... Usually the only one I ever hit is number 4, because I know it's got a red chest, like, as you guys can see there. I was just checking for ammo while I was waiting for it to open. Decent TDR pistol there, but I thought, I don't really care too much. It was kind of a low priority for me, so... So as you guys could also see there, I switched to my Uncamped Herald because I knew that there was going to be loaders and bandits coming up. And of course, my fire assault rifle was working great on the bandits, but on loaders it's not very good. If you guys don't know, armored targets like loaders are extremely resistant to fire, so you're going to take a lot of ammo to kill a guy that's armored with fire. So now corrosive, on the other hand, is amazing against loaders and other armored targets. But if you want to kill everything fairly quickly, explosive is definitely the best. I mean, it's not technically it's not the highest damage for that, that type, but for everything, like, and I mean literally everything, explosive is the best. Anyway, we're near the end of the video here, so we'll see you guys for part 2.